Hey, what's up, guys? I'm back here with your tropical update for June 20th, 2016. Happy Monday to you, everyone, as you can see here. And we're tracking, as I mentioned in my last video. I forgot to make a video last night about Tropical Depression 4, which is Danielle over here. You can see here. Danielle is a 45. It's actually the fourth named storm of the season already. Last year, our fourth named storm was in August. Typically, it appears there, and this was actually the earliest fourth named storm on record. May go down in the history books. So, as you can see here, we have Tropical Storm Danielle, 45-mile-per-hour tropical storm. The pressure is some like 1,007 millibars. And here's the forecast cone from the National Hurricane Center. It takes this as a slow movement of the tropical storm. The center's right here, but I think it's over here. I think you can see here. It'll slowly move over Mexico, maybe downgrade it to a remnant low by earliest tomorrow morning or latest tomorrow night, as you can see here. And also, I wanted to talk about this. As you can see, Danielle's down here, as we expect. It makes landfall. Then tomorrow, it's already gone because of it's a weak disturbance. But what's pretty interesting, we got a trough over here, and it really will bring messy weather for Thursday. What I'm thinking is that we got a huge ridge building over here, and every time there's a ridge building in the northeast, when there's a huge ridge building up here, it could mean tropical development down here. And we got a huge, and after that we got a huge trough coming towards here. Look at this. They're bringing nasty weather and this is for next week. It'll bring nasty weather for the Midwest. Probably, yes. But what am I very interested in is this. By the time we get to, well, here it is. We got a huge ridge developing up here. And when there's a huge ridge up here, the pressure's lower down here. That could mean tropical storm. And yeah, models are showing by the time we get to the first day of July, it shows a tropical storm down here. And it's surprising to see this. It could become Hurricane Earl, and this is so early. This is the fifth named storm of the season. We're having the fourth named storm here, and as I said, Danielle is right over here, and as you can see here, and here's the cone from the National Hurricane Center. Wait, what? Where is that? What the? No. What? Ah, you gotta be kidding me. So, oh man, you gotta be kidding me. So, here you can see here, we have Danielle over here. Here's Danielle making landfall, as you can see here. And here, in the Northeast Pacific, very quiet. I'm so surprised that the Pacific is so quiet, as you can see here. No, forget about that. What I'm very worried about, and this is 3 weeks from now. This is on Saturday, July 2nd. At noon, and look at this, pretty nasty for Florida. This looks like a strengthening tropical storm ready to make landfall in Florida. Then it turns out to be pretty nasty for the southeast for the Independence Day weekend, as you can see here. Then we got a trough over here. It's gonna be pretty interesting to see this. Then we got a trough digging down into the northeast. What will that do? And look, we got Hurricane Earl over here, 994 millibars. It came up the Florida the Florida Gulf Coast. After that, the southeast coast was next. Then the mid-Atlantic states, they will get nasty conditions from Hurricane Earl, and yeah, it does show. Then this trough picks it up. It does stay offshore. It could bring a little bit of nasty weather for the northeast, but that is very uncertain right now. It's too early to tell, and this is 3 weeks from now. It's too early to tell if this storm will develop. I will keep an eye on it. I will keep an eye on the Caribbean if it does develop, because we do got an upcoming La Nina event coming up, and this upcoming La Nina could take forever because sea surface temperatures in the Pacific are returning to normal.
¿Cuántos hinchazos necesitas?
Nada.
Solo decime.
Nada.
5, 10, 15.
Settle.
¿Qué haces ahí arriba, Ron? Te dije que en el cuarto de la Sofía, si querías jugar, si querías cortarte uñas, aquí te dije. Ya voy por el cincho yo.
So, as you can see here, 888 millibars. That is a pretty low pressure. And that's a sign of a hurricane. Category 1 hurricane, Hurricane Earl. It could bring a little bit of lingering rainfall to the northeast, to the east coast. That's pretty uncertain, because this trough will pick it up and slingshot it to Nova Scotia. Pretty nasty weekend for them. Could be a pretty nasty weekend for them, as you can see here. Pretty nasty. As you can see here, as we go out. You gotta be kidding me. As you see here, pretty nasty for them. And for us, we have nothing. For us, we have nothing. You can see here in the Atlantic, we just have Danielle, the earliest tropical storm, the earliest 4th named storm on record. For the Eastern Pacific, very quiet. I'm so surprised to see this. So surprised. I am so surprised to see this. Oh my god. Right. So surprised to see this. But we will keep an eye on the coastline for tropical development, because some models are some models were showing a hurricane making landfall in Florida, but that was 3 weeks. It's showing, and that is 3 weeks from now. It's showing this. It's too early to tell. We gotta get like at least a week from now in order to talk about that. And it's too early. It's 3 weeks from now. That will happen on July, the first week of July. It's very uncertain, so we gotta keep an eye on that. So I'll keep an eye on the tropics. It's pretty weird to have a 5th named storm in the beginning of the hurricane season, and this is just the beginning, because we're almost done with June, and with July coming up next, we gotta watch the Eastern Caribbean, because that's the chance where tropical storms will like develop, because since the wind shear is starting to get lower, and that is pretty likely to happen. So that'll be it for my video. The only thing I'll be watching is Danielle, the tropical storm right here. Here's a cone from the National Hurricane Center. As you can see here, this is right now. Some like at midnight, it'll make landfall as a 40-mile-per-hour tropical storm, then become a redundant low by the time we get to tomorrow morning or tomorrow afternoon. So, and that's it. Okay, that is it for today. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. I will see you guys tomorrow.